We're talking UNI Panther football with head coach Mark Farley. This week, Coach Farley announcing he'll retire at the end of the season. Coach, 2 football games left, and I know you want to talk football about this team and send these guys out the right way. Just kind of talk about this season and how you guys kind of just continue to move forward and keep battling.
Well, the big thing is this has a lot of great men on it, and these guys have worked their tail off. They have just been shouldered some things that they probably shouldn't have been shouldered with, whether it's scheduling and some things that were out of their control, but they came in here, worked as hard as any team I've had the chances of other teams, but they had to, like I said, they have had to shoulder some of the things that many other teams have not.
Panthers fell this last Saturday to Illinois State 31-9. Coach, at halftime, it was 10-3, and there were really some opportunities in that first half where your Panthers could have had the lead. A couple dropped passes in the end zone and an interception that was dropped as well.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Those 2 drop balls in the end zone put us ahead. Would have put us in a lot better. Even the drop to intercept that we had in the first series. So, you know, that's been that kind of year. It's just you're a niche away from breaking out, but then you just can't make the play, and thus you kind of evolve back to what happened to you. So that's kind of what's going on a little bit. I just want for these guys to be able to go into Youngstown and really play their tail off, because they deserve every opportunity and chance they can get.
Yeah. Stuck defense, Tucker Langenberg, 15 tackles for him, a tackle for a loss. He's been dinged up throughout the course of the season. Saw him leave the game for a little while this past Saturday, but man, he flies around, and whenever he's out there, he's playing 100%.
No, Tucker's done a good job. He's a leader on the field. He makes a lot of calls for us on the field, and he works hard and comes every day to practice to put in the time to be great.
Cannon Butler's had a fantastic season as well, 9 tackles for him, and got a quarterback sack this past Saturday. I know he's been hungry and he's been battling a lot of double teams, finally gets to the QB.
Well, he is. He's our best defensive lineman, thus he's getting all the double teams, but he's been relentless too. Cannon has done everything that he could within his ability to help us defensively anywhere he can, and how he plays is the most important.
We've talked a lot about Cannon. We've talked a lot about Carter Hewitt at defensive line as well. We've talked a little bit about Parker Thomas, a freshman. You moved from offensive line just a couple of weeks ago to that defensive line position, and he's showing that, you know what, he's a pretty good defensive lineman too.
He is. We moved him over. We got a true freshman playing nose tackle in this defense, which is a critical spot. He's about the only one that fit the position, and he's doing a good job. I mean, he's holding his own, and that's why he'll be a great player here. It's just, you know, I would have preferred to leave him on offense, but we needed him on defense in this particular season.
They have Tate Sander, Ben Belkin, 11 tackles, that linebacker position as well. You see that defense, Coach, on certain drives, they looked locked in, and they looked to be in the right spot, and then sometimes, again, like against Illinois State, it was just that one play. A couple of them came on third downs.
Well, that's what's kind of been our Achilles heel, is that third down conversion, getting them out of trouble. And we had them sacked, and he scrambled for a first down, and it's just making the play at a critical time, and you're talking sometimes inches that create first downs and punt teams. So it's one of those deals.
Coach, through this losing streak, what do you like about how these guys just continue to keep coming and fighting and going to work every week?
Well, they expect it from themselves. I don't question them at all. It's how we practice, it's how we play, it's who UNI is. This is just one of those years that, like I said, they've had to shoulder some things they should not have. But through this whole process, they have taken on those challenges, and I expect them to play very well in these upcoming games.
The Panthers 2-8 have a game coming up at Youngstown State. We'll preview that game coming up. We'll also have more, as the Panthers have one more home game coming up here on November 23rd. Back with more Panther Sports Talk after this.